poder tener a nuestros amigos y nuestros familiares acá en el estado de la Florida. We also want to recognize another one of our great friends and supporters that's allowed us to keep our friends in this community and not been deported somewhere else. Share a little from the Florida Game.
Wow, your energy energizes us. Believe me, it is such a privilege and an honor to be here. You know, we get far too many calls advising us that a young, brilliant student has been picked up and placed in detention. What can we do to help? When we go to the detention centers, and we go every week, we see far too many wonderful people who've lived here for years, worked hard, paid taxes, have U.S. citizen children, broken no criminal laws, who are facing deportation. Some of them even married to U.S. citizens, and those petitions have been approved. I just came back from Washington yesterday, and we heard all the right things. We heard that the President and Congress really wants to pass comprehensive immigration reform, but my message to you all is do what you're doing. Keep the pressure on.
Yes.
And I can tell you that when we fight for students who deserve to be here and who need to be here, they're our future. It is folks like you who, believe me, we lawyers can't do it alone, okay? It is folks like you who make the difference. And we're so very, very grateful for that. So to echo what I've heard, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Like this anymore.
Yes.
Because Congress and our administration has done the right thing. That is my dream. Thank you.
Subash, I'd like to say something quick. Cheryl and I, and we them stand up. We started at the Haitian Refugee Center together years ago.
1987, yeah.
1987.
We were there before you, Willie.
1981. So he's in the room and he's been in there. So happy to see you here.
Continue with the fight with you guys. Whatever you
Wonderful.
do, just let me know.
Wonderful.
We want to introduce and have somebody come up, Billy Jones, somebody that's also passed on the torch on to us as well, to the new generation.
Yo puedo hablar español, pero cuando tengo emoción no puedo hablar bien, entonces... I can speak Spanish, but when I'm so moved, it's difficult. So I've actually been given a response, a responsibility and a task, and that is to really place this struggle and this movement in the context of history.
Yes.
Because the people who oppose comprehensive immigration reform either choose to ignore history or don't know history.
Es importante que pongamos en nuestra lucha dentro del contexto de nuestra historia.
Because people who oppose comprehensive reform either don't know history or refuse to recognize
Porque
history.
las personas que son anti-inmigrantes o que nos oponen en la reforma migratoria no entienden la historia o niegan la historia.
I want to say, as an African American whose family has been in this country since the 18th century at least,
Quiero decir, como afroamericano con familia que ha estado aquí desde mínimo los 1800,
that this struggle started when the first European settlers came to this country.
a decir que esta lucha empezó cuando los primeros europeos llegaron a este país.
And they refused to live in peace and harmony with the people who were already here.
Y negaron vivir en armonía con las personas que ya vivían acá.
This struggle started when my people came here legally.
Esta lucha empezó cuando mi familia, mi gente las trajeron aquí legalmente,
but not justly and not righteously.
pero no justamente.
This is a movement for justice and righteousness and not for legality.
Yes.
Este es un movimiento para la justicia, no para la legalización.
Because again, in terms of the history of this struggle, the first persons that were considered Americans were not the first people who lived here.
Porque las primeras personas que fueron considerados americanos no fueron las primeras personas que vivieron aquí.
The first Americans who actually had the right to live and pursue liberty and justice in their lives were rich, white, land-owning men.
Las primeras personas en este país que tuvieron el derecho a la vida, a la libertad, fueron los hombres blancos ricos que tenían propiedad.
This and the struggle began at that time. The struggle, African Americans fought for freedom, and the indigenous people in this country fought for freedom at that time.
Esta lucha empezó en ese momento, cuando los afroamericanos pelearon por su justicia y los nativos también pelearon por su justicia.
Many of you sitting in this room have blood ties to those people.
Mucha de la gente en esta habitación también tienen familiares que son parte de esa historia.
So your struggle began at that time.
Entonces su lucha también empezó en ese tiempo.
Women have had to struggle for citizenship of all races in this country.
Mujeres han tenido que pelear por la ciudadanía en todas las razas que existen en este país.
African Americans whose blood, sweat, and tears built this country had to fight for citizenship in this country.
Los afroamericanos que con su llanto y con su sangre también tuvieron que pelear por la justicia en este país.
And so the struggle continues. It was illegal to drink for black people to drink from certain water fountains. It was illegal for black people to go to certain schools in this country.
Entonces la lucha continúa. Los afroamericanos antes no podían tomar del mismo agua que tomaban los blancos y tampoco podían ir a las mismas escuelas que iban los blancos.
So as an African American, I know within my heart that your struggle is a continuation of my struggle.
Y entonces como afroamericano yo entiendo que tu lucha es una continuación de mi lucha.
That we are all Americans.
Que todos somos americanos.
And that we cannot let anybody tell us that we are not.
Y no podemos dejar que nadie nos diga que no somos.
Hasta la victoria final.